Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back to the eastern wing of the Stinkbug Works, that super secret research and development division of Dr. Jet Laboratories, where we sit around all day and we invent things and we make stuff. It doesn't look like I made a lot since yesterday, but I've done a lot of sanding. I have the deck now where it's almost perfectly smooth. You can see a hint of some brush marks up here and a couple of dots where some dust settled on it. But other than that, it's almost there. It's going to get a real light wipe of really thinned out. It's going to be like 90% alcohol, 10% epoxy, just enough so that when the alcohol evaporates away, there'll be a hint of epoxy left on it. The stern's going to get a little more. Let me show you what I'm going to do here. There's a little tiny chip out of this one corner, and nobody would really notice it if I didn't say anything about it. And it's right in a particularly dark part of the grain. So I have taken some of this mahogany from the kit and sanded off some dust right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix that dust with a dab of epoxy and put a little bit of wood paste right there. Now, granted, it's not the right species or whatever, but it's such a small little, I could almost sand it out, but the wood would start getting thin. It's not the right species. It's not the right, no one will ever know. Just you and I. And I promise not to tell, and if you tell, I'll have to kill you. But other than that, we're good. I was going to work on the motor mount box yesterday, but I got to sanding instead. I thought that would be a better use of my time while it lasts. There's a little spot I need to hit right there. That side's good. I got a little low spot right there. Ooh, you know what I'll do? When I put epoxy on here, I'll put a little bit there. I've been trying to work on this edge too. I like these edges nice and square and straight, and so many times I see them where they just look funky. So I'm going to try to make them look as good as I can. They're not going to be perfect, but they'll be better than average. I saw a couple of the larger version skedaddles. They make one that's like 27 inches, and they make another one that's 30. One is the Skedaddle 2, T-O-O, and then there was just the original Skedaddle, which I think was the big one. So they just went smaller. So there you go. I have my projects for today. Once again, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up epoxy. I'll smear some on here. I'll do that little thing. I'll do this little thing. Then I'll take epoxy and thin it out and wipe it on here. Smooth as a baby's butt. Of course, how smooth is a baby's butt? I don't know. Been a long time since I had kids. Anyway, boys and girls, I digress. Until next time, jet out.